Hey y'all, I'm sitting here waiting on some food. So of course I decided to go on really quick. I just wanted to share with you something. I was just reading while I was waiting on my food, and I was thinking about the Proverbs 31 woman. And we all know about the Proverbs 31 woman. I mean, it's like the woman that we all aspire to be, right? And we have shirts about it. I have heard messages, conferences, and I have even, honestly prayed prayers, Lord, make me the Proverbs 31 woman. I mean, this woman is phenomenal, how she keeps her house. She's in real estate. She manages the affair. Her husband can trust in her. Her children rise up and call her blessed. We all know, it's some hefty shoes, and we've even broken it down and had series on it. But it's funny, until I was reading something and I heard a message, and I was just praying the other day, and I should have pulled it up before I went on. But oh my gosh, like all of a sudden the verse just stood out, because I think a lot of times, again, we put I don't want to say the burden, but this is a woman, when you think about, everything that the Proverbs woman represents, it's like, the wisdom, everything that she does. And I think we talk about her worth, and we focus on the things, right? But becoming that woman that her children calls blessed, becoming that woman that her husband can trust in her, recognizing our worth. She's keeping her house. She's preparing food. We look at all these things and it's like, wow, God, help me to do these things. But I just saw it in a different light, because it's not about that, y'all. The main thing that we should be focused on, believe it or not, is all the way at the end. And y'all, it is in verse 30. And it says, a woman, I'm going to read it in two versions. The Good News translation says, a woman who honors the Lord should be praised. In the New International Version, it says, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Y'all, that's where it's at. The Proverbs 31 woman honestly should just say a woman who fears the Lord, period. It's not so much about all the things. That's great. And I just saw how in our life, a lot of times as women, we're focused on the things, whether it's balancing the household, accomplishing our goal, getting our master's, climbing the ladder, being the independent woman, taking care of our children, all these tasks we have to do, all these things that we put on our schedule, all these things we want to accomplish, things. But y'all, the thing that matters is the one that Mary decided to do. Martha had a lot of things. It was honorable that Jesus would come to her house. And it's like, he at my house. So the candles need to be lit. The good china need to be out. This meal need to be slamming. I have these disciples. I got to get this roast in. I mean, I get Martha, because it's like Jesus is at the house, right? And so who doesn't want it swept and cleaned, and the meal and things, right? All those things that seem important. But the thing that Martha missed was Jesus is at the house, and it's Jesus. And how many times will Jesus show up at your house? And so whereas the roast and all these things were good, but Mary said, I'm getting ready to sit at his feet. I'm going to get everything. She didn't focus on the things. Mary knew, I'm going to get what I can, and then I can carry out the things. Once I done sat with Jesus, then I start feeding everybody else. They can wait, but I choose Jesus. And I believe the Proverbs 31 woman, my little light went out, y'all. Hold on. The Proverbs 31 woman, that's what you get when you're sitting in your car all the time. Lord, I'm always in my car. The Proverbs 31 woman, y'all, is basically just that. It is a woman who fears God. And when you look at the word fears, it doesn't mean like, ooh, I'm scared, but it's giving reverence. It's giving honor. It's giving respect. It's acknowledging him. And so I believe the beauty And the what makes that Proverbs 31 honorable and worthy of praise is that she chooses first what's at the end. She's a woman who says, God, what do you want me to do today? Lord, I have a list of things, but I'm going to sit at your feet. Lord, I'm coming to you to acknowledge you so that you can put me on the right path for my life, for my day. Lord, I'm starting my day out asking you. And I believe that as you acknowledge him, as you are a woman that fears him, that basically says you are first. Yes, I want to accomplish, but God, you know the purpose for me. You know the path, the process that I'm going to need to go through. So I choose to sit at your feet. I want to take you so seriously that I will not move until I hear from you. And that woman then can go up and start keeping her house, and her children will rise up and call her blessed. And she is a real estate agent, and her husband can trust in her. And all these other things can happen when she starts with the thing, which is to fear God, which is to say, Lord, I need to know which way I can go. Because if you try to become all these things, is what normally happens to us. We become overwhelmed. We get depressed. We feel, like we're hard on ourselves. We judge ourselves. I didn't get this done, and I wanted to accomplish this and this date, and this didn't happen behind this time, because we start trying to get this list done. But the thing is to sit at Jesus' feet, to say, God, I fear you. I reverence you. You are the most important thing. And in me acknowledging you, then those things will begin to come, because I believe he'll allow you to see in what timing. I don't believe she did it all at once in one day. I don't think her children rose up and called her blessed. She recognized. I don't think all that happened. I believe as each passage, as you stay at his feet, as you fear him, as you acknowledge him, he keeps taking you on each path, and he unveils another layer of you. And then you can get better at this, and you are that mom, and you are that wife, and you are that friend, and you are that everything. You can do these things because he's the one leading you. And so I don't know, that just blessed me. It's not about the things that we have accomplished, the tasks that are before us, but y'all, it's a woman who fears him. I want to be a woman that says, God, yes, these are my plans. I would have loved to accomplish this. I want to be this type of entrepreneur. I want to help my children do this. I want my husband and our marriage to be this. Lord, I want to do this on my job. But in me wanting to do all of that, I want to say, what do you want me to do? What is your will for my life? I want to be a woman that I'll get in your word. I fear you. I take you seriously enough to get in your word and say, Lord, you order my steps. You direct me so that I can be on the right course for my life. Y'all, Proverbs 31 is not about the things. It's not about the tasks. Don't get me wrong. It's great to know that your worth is above rubies, to know that your husband trusts. But all that's going to come when you fear the Lord. Because a woman who takes God seriously, a woman who starts with God, a woman who says, Lord, I'm going to acknowledge you in how to raise these children and how to support and love on this man, how to be the woman at work or the managerial role, how to be a business owner. When you start with that, then he allows us to see what's important. He allows us to say, nope, I'm thinking about, I went in a store. We getting ready to do some pictures, and I had this idea for Olivia and I and my family, and y'all, it's to the point I just tell God, I take you seriously enough that I need you to even show me what to do with my little extra money. And I went in and I tried on some stuff. I was cute, and I heard just as clear as day the Holy Spirit say, none of it is worth it. It's not important right now. Put it all back. Y'all, I came out empty-handed because I want him to know, even in my money and my spending and everything that I do, he has the final say. It's not, I believe that's how our husband can trust us. And you become that woman that's a good steward over everything because you're constantly listening to a voice. Fearing God is recognizing him. It's not just, oh God, I love you and I'm gonna serve you. But no, if he tell you to to put this down, if he tell you to put that back, if he tell you that trip you're not gonna take because there's something else going, if he tell you I need you to shut in, if he tell you, it's saying I trust you so much and I'm in tune that whatever you tell me to do, I'll do. I am a woman that is, you have the final authority. I start with you and I end with you. And I believe when you become that woman, everything else falls into place. So it's not about the task. It's not about the things. Those things come about as we put him in his rightful place, because then he directs us. He leads us and guides us so that we can be these things in our home, to our husband, to our children, in our workplace. So Proverbs 31 is a woman who fears the Lord. Bye, y'all. I'm going to go get my food.